Good morning. We are so happy to have you back with us today. I'm Laina Marie with your UI7 News Break. Take a seat on that couch, relax, and listen while we talk about the Texas shooting, 2 inmates escaping, Trump in North Korea, and more about what is going on here on campus. We have some new information on the Texas church mass shooting that happened on Sunday. The deadly shooting that occurred in Sutherland Springs, Texas, took 26 lives in the church this Sunday. Ed Lavandera from CNN has more.
CNN is learning more about the man believed to have opened fire at this small Baptist church in Sutherland Springs, Texas. Law enforcement sources tell CNN the suspected killer is 26-year-old Devin Patrick Kelly, who once served in the U.S. Air Force. Kelly was court-martialed in 2012 for assaulting his spouse and child. He served a year in prison. In 2014, Kelly was discharged from the Air Force for bad conduct.
Suspected gunman Devin Patrick Kelly had 3 gunshot wounds, including 1 self-inflicted shot to his head, and was pronounced dead on the scene. The youngest killed was a 17-month-old girl, and the oldest was 77. Our thoughts and prayers go out to those affected and their families by this shooting. The shooting wasn't the only thing President Donald Trump had to worry about. Trump is giving North Korea fair warning. The president says the nuclear ambitions need to be curbed or else action needs to be made. To do so, Trump says a global effort is needed.
I really believe that it makes sense for North Korea to come to the table and to make a deal that's good for the people of North Korea and the people of the world. I do see certain movement, yes, but let's see what happens.
President Trump is calling for more aggression towards North Korea, while South Korean President Moon wants more dialogue. It is a matter of time until we see how this ends up. Let's hope for the best. In more national news, a manhunt is underway in California after inmates escaped from a courthouse in Palo Alto on Monday. Police say Tremel McClough and John Bivens were at the courthouse for a hearing. They were reportedly being held without bail on armed robbery charges. McClough and Bivens, still dressed in prison orange, ran down the courthouse hallway and out the front door. The pair then jumped into a getaway car and took off. They abandoned a car a few blocks away and fled again in a U-Haul cargo van that was waiting for them. Authorities have yet to identify anyone who may have helped with the escape and are still looking for the 2 of those inmates on the run. From national to local news, it doesn't have to be homecoming week on campus to get involved. The Activities and Recreation Center has new equipment for all students and members to use. With new equipment in the weight room, there are less lines and more to offer to the students. The university replaced equipment after over 10 years to get more students to the ARC to stay active. From dumbbells to squat racks, it's new and improved. Weightlifting is no longer a guys-only activity. Many girls are hitting the weight room too. I too am one of those girls in the weight room, and it's great to see some new equipment. The explosion of energy in the weight room wasn't the only blow-up this week. Last Tuesday morning around 9:30 a.m., there was a boom of an explosion with sparks at the power plant located near the crossing of Oak and Daniel Street. There were countless emergency phone calls made to officials, and authorities ensured those who live near the power plant that they are in no danger. Experts inspected and now have workers fixing and maintaining the power plant. Yet officials have yet to inform the public as to what the problem is. We are still waiting to hear more from officials. Although there was a lot of shock from the power plant explosion, the weather this week is less than shocking. Fall weather is here, and this week's temperatures are cooling down, as today looks like it will be a high of 43 with a low of 32. As the week continues, weather will be around 50 degrees on Wednesday and will raise to 65 degrees on Thursday. But don't get too excited about that 65-degree weather. It looks like rain clouds are in sight. So get out your umbrellas because it will be a rainy rest of the week. Yes, it's rainy, but at least the rain isn't snow quite yet. As always, it was great hanging out with you today. I want to remind you to stay safe after that shooting and stay warm because the weather is definitely chilling. And have a great rest of your week. That's all I have for you today. I'm Laina Marie with your UI7 News Break.